Yay! VEDA Day 2! Vlog every day in April, number 2! Here we come! Okay, on with the video. So if you already haven't guessed from the title of what I'm going to do for this video, I'm going to do a book review. And for this book review, I'm going to be reviewing this book I read called Surely You're Joking, Mr. Feynman by Richard P. Feynman. So this book was a memoir. It was kind of like a memoir. In that he just told stories from his life and like funny things that happened to him and things that he did in his life. And if you don't know who Richard Feynman is, he's a physicist who I won a Nobel Peace Prize for work that he's done in physics. So Feynman is a really interesting character to read. His stories that he wrote even says Adventures of a Curious Character. He is a very curious character. He's extremely funny, extremely likable. He's I guess what you would call an extrovert. He'd talk to anyone. He would do a lot of things that I guess not normal people would do. It's a fairly short book, like about 350 pages, a little less. I really enjoyed this. Even though he talks about physics in his book and stuff that he did, like working on the Manhattan Project and about the bomb and, whoa, it just got bright. It just got really bright. Oh. It's so shiny. Okay, anyway, I really enjoyed reading his stories because they're so funny, and even though he is a scientist and he talks in a very specific way, his stories are still very funny, and he doesn't use too many what you would call complicated words or like, there were only a few parts in the book where I kind of got lost and I was like, this is kind of boring, I don't really like this, and then I'd go on to another story and I'd be laughing. Right after I finished this book, SciShow, one of the channels that I watch here on YouTube, came out with a Great Minds videos, do videos on great people that in science, that contribute in science, and I'll link that video in the description because I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was very fitting, like right after, like while I was reading this book actually. So if you like memoirs, I would definitely give this a look, or if you like science, or even if you just like reading about people, because this guy, Feynman, is very clever. So another thing I wanted to bring up just at the end of this book review, if you're curious, or if you could just click off if you don't want to be, or if you don't want to hear the books that I'm looking forward to read or reading right now. So there are 3 books that I kind of pulled out that I am looking forward to reading, or I actually started reading. To preface this first book that I started reading, I have been teaching myself German because I've wanted to learn German since I was like at least 11 or 12 years old, since I was in middle school. So this book, I believe I got it from my sister, and she got it for free somewhere, I don't know. And it's just a random book that she got for free called Die Welle, which is The Wave. And I started reading this. It is extremely tough for learning a new language. Today's Tuesday, I think I started yesterday or the day before, and I've only gotten like that much. I think I've done the first 2 paragraphs, and just look, like all the words that I've underlined and wrote above are words I don't know, which is great because I'm learning a lot of new words. Next book is another David Sedaris book that my boyfriend has that he recommended to me. It's called Dress Your Family in Corduroy and Denim. I guess he recommended this to me because I read Me Talk Pretty one day and I really like that. Although I do want something in between to kind of have that padding in between instead of going from one satirist book to the next, because he's a funny guy. I wouldn't want to read 2 books by him in a row. That's just my opinion. That's just me. But I have had this sitting out, waiting to be read, and I'm going to read something else before that, which I'm kind of excited about because I've heard very good things about it. Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. And I heard John Green talking about this and a couple other booktubers, and I'm really excited about this because the story sounds interesting to me. I don't know that much about the story, but it sounded interesting enough for me to actually buy the book. So this is probably going to be, I'm probably going to start this soon, within the week. So that's everything I wanted to talk about. I don't want to go on too long. I just wanted to do a quick book review and an update on books that I'm reading right now. So VEDA Day 2. I hope I'm doing this right. I don't know. Tune in tomorrow for another exciting episode of Sally Talks About Something. Bye!